Alrighty, welcome back to High on the Hog. I'm your host, Sawyer Dillinger, alongside my dad, co-host John Dillinger. And
We got a bad show for you today.
it's not a good one. Again, I was working during this game, so I only caught the second half. I can't comment too much on the first half, but from what I've seen, yikes.
Yeah, we actually I felt played better in the first half. For whatever reason. Hey, buddy, come here. I'm gonna get our third co-host here.
This is our analyst right here.
This is Jace. Everybody, say hi. Say woo, pig suey.
Give us something.
He's
Okay. Camera
he's
shot.
camera shy. So no, I'll be honest with you. Like, I listened to Trey's walk and talk, and of course Trey, he's a professional. We're not. We're fans.
We just like it.
He said he felt like watching the whole game. He said at halftime to him it felt like Texas A&M was up 28-14, even though it was 14-14.
Mm-hmm.
See, I had the reverse of that. I felt like we were the better team, and we just found a way again to lose and to lose a one-score game.
That's how it felt to me too. I caught bits and pieces of the first half. Man, we have such a good defense.
Yeah,
our defense is solid.
Defense played really, they had one or two big plays that they give up. Other than that, they were really real good, at least 7, probably 14 of A&M's points, I'd have to go back and look at it, were off of our turnovers, So you can't really, when we give them the ball on the 10-yard line, you can't put that.
Can't ask defense to stop them.
On the defense. They're getting at minimum 3 there, but, and more than likely 7, and that's what they did. So, yeah, the defense played super well enough for us to have won this game. 21 points is what I called, by the way. I predicted 28-27. 28-21, and 21 is what A&M scored. We just fell short on the offensive side of the ball.
I hate talking like this. I hate talking bad about people. We need a new quarterback. I've not been impressed. Look, I've never been a Taylor Green fan. I thought when I seen his name, I was hopeful because Bobby Petrino wanted him. But to me, I don't want transfers that aren't in the SEC, but if you're going to get one, why would you go to not even just an out-of-conference quarterback, but like is it the MAC West or the Mountain West or something? And then
Boise is definitely,
and then inside of that, a mid-tier of that
Boise
conference.
State's definitely a step down. Hey, we're going to need y'all to hush in there. But, I don't think Taylor is not talented enough to play in the SEC.
He's not.
I think he's talented enough. I think he just frustrates me the way KJ Jefferson frustrated me. And that was not being able to make consistent throws. He can make all the throws. That first quarter, that long pass to Tesla for the touchdown, at 70-something yard touchdown, he threw that running to the left, throwing over Tesla's. It was a perfect pass. He threw it on the outside of Tesla. He was cutting to the sideline. It's on the opposite of the way you would typically throw it. Perfect, right in his hands. And he can make those throws. But he was, barely over 50% on his passes. I think he had 18 incompletions today.
He had a wide open Broden. Wide open. Touchdown play.
Well, Broden can't catch the ball.
Well, Broden, nobody can catch a ball when you're running and you're wide, completely open, and you have to jump back 5-10 feet to be able to get anywhere close to the ball. It should have been picked off. Taylor Green can't throw the football and hit the broadside of a Wendy's. He's just not a good quarterback, in my opinion. I don't like him, and I hate to say that, Taylor, he's got a family, and I don't like
it. At one point in the game, it's time for Bobby Petrino to put Broden on the bus and send him back to Fayetteville.
That's how I feel about Taylor Green. I'd rather keep Broden than Taylor Green. That's how I feel about. That's how low I am on Green.
I say if you put Broden on the bench and Taylor Green is not tempted to throw to him, and instead he has to throw it to either Tesla, Satania, or Mr. Money Andrew Armstrong, his percentage goes up immediately.
I think if you put Texas A&M's defense on the bench, he's got a much better shot of throwing it at anybody.
Do you still think he could hit any of his receivers?
No,
there were no defense
I think if Texas A&M stopped playing, he would throw it to their sideline and it's still throw an interception. He
only threw one interception a day.
Okay, well that what makes 13 on the season.
One too many, you know.
Yeah. I don't know. I hate to be so hard on Green because he's a good runner and he would be a good Big 12 quarterback. He's just not an SEC competition level. So let's go ahead and get into the statistics. Not going to be a very long podcast for y'all today, but we're gonna do what we can. Taylor Green, 23 for 41. 279 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
Well, it was 56% on his passes, which was better than Reed. Reed threw 11 of 22 for 163 yards, only 50% of his passes, but he threw 2 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he took care of the football.
Yeah, you nailed it on the head. It was going to come down to turnovers and penalties, and we lost both of those. I think we won special teams, but, I mean – that doesn't mean a whole lot.
Played well today. Had that fake punt. I don't know why we went for
a fake
the
field
second.
goal. Yeah, I would understand. No, I wouldn't understand. But after a timeout's the most insane call I've ever seen in my life. You call a timeout.
He's done that so many times. He calls a timeout and then comes back and tries something that gets blown up immediately. It's just a waste of timeout. We needed that timeout for the end of the football game, and we didn't have it. And it was just that's poor coaching.
Marcel Reed, 11-22, 163 with 2 tutters. No interceptions is what won this game. All right, so here's how we win.
Yeah.
My key to victory. This right here is how we lose the game. That right there. We had 100 total yards of rushing offense.
That's not very
That's
good.
the crazy. I mean, we came into this game. Texas A&M had a terrible rushing defense. They were not good. And just decided to 2018 Alabama defense us.
They locked us down like they was putting us in jail.
Like it was insane. We could not run at all. Matter of fact, I watched one Braylon Russell rush, and I didn't see any other rushing plays. Now, I don't know if that's because I just missed them in the second half. I didn't see any.
Braylon only had 3 carries, had 15 yards on those 3 carries.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. We didn't rush the ball.
Yeah, no.
First quarter, we
Bobby
run it a
Petrino's
little
lost
bit.
his mind.
Fourth quarter, we go back to the run. Second and third quarters, it looks like Texas Tech air raid. It looks like, I can't even explain it. I don't understand it. I've mentioned it in previous podcasts. I don't know why Bobby Petrino gets away from the run in the second and the third quarters. That's our weakest quarters.
Especially
we start throwing the ball.
Throwing.
And Taylor, he's running for his life this whole game. We have no pass protection. The right side of the line, they can't block. They're getting too slow off the blocks. They're just, he kept. And I don't know why he couldn't see it. Those breakdowns coming at him where he had his fumbles. We had 1 interception and 2 fumbles on the day. They were both in his. It wasn't his blind side.
Yeah, it's in his face.
It's almost like he has no peripheral vision, or he's just staring his receiver down so badly that he doesn't even see this guy that's right here in his face.
Sniffing what he ate for breakfast.
Yeah, I mean, just putting him in the dirt.
It don't make no sense. I don't know. Look, all right. Jaquindon Jackson, 10 for 37, 1 touchdown. You don't want to see that. You don't want to see 30 carries for 100 yards on your offense. Isaac Tesla had a day, 5 catches for 120 yards and a touchdown. That 75-yard long was his best. Andrew Armstrong, I mean, he's money every time. 6 catches, 72 yards.
Playing through some injuries, too.
So Jaquindon Jackson had a better day catching than he did running as a running back. But okay, 3 catches for 36 yards, and then Satania, Broden, Anthony, and
Jackson's an athlete.
all
He can.
recorded it.
I'd like to see us run some more like wheel routes to him and maybe some screen
I
passes.
want to see us try Jaquinta Jackson out at quarterback.
That's crazy.
I mean, he was recruited to Texas to be a quarterback.
I could.
I think our water boy's better than Taylor Green.
Okay, let me ask you this:
So
are you talking about like in a Wildcat type package, or are you saying go in
mainly
there and
mainly
run
the trick
offense?
plays. Mainly,
Yeah.
mainly I want to
I
see
thought we
a
would.
throw to Jackson and then he heave one down.
I'm shocked that we've not seen.
Any offensive trick plays,
Yeah.
we run special team trick plays.
I thought we would save that for, like, for instance, maybe Auburn or this game.
Yeah.
Thought we would already seen Jackson in either a flea flicker type play or some play where he's throwing
A
the ball,
highly touted, recruited
throwing it to
quarterback
Talon,
as
one of
running
those.
back. Give me the ball.
He pitches it
Yeah.
and then takes off
Exactly.
running, and he throws
I
it to
don't-
Talon.
I don't know what Bobby. I don't know if he's waiting for the national championship game
Well,
to
we
throw
ain't gonna
out
be in
some trick plays, but we're not going to make it. So can we please get something going? All right, rushing for A&M. They didn't do good rushing either, honestly. 134 yards on 38 carries. Le'Veon Moss, 13 carries, 117 yards, no touchdowns. Marcel Reed was their only running touchdown. Yeah, I mean, both defenses played pretty lights out, honestly. We just sucked at throwing the ball, and we couldn't run. So
I was glad to see Tesla break out and have his breakout game. We've not been able to see him this year, do what we know he can do. And then Landon Jackson
That's
had
who I
himself
was-
a ball
yeah.
game. Yeah.
Yep. Landon Jackson, I was thrilled to see that he can actually still play football. 8 total tackles, 6 solos, and 2 sacks. So, I mean,
3
what a
tackles for a
defensive
loss.
performance. Yeah, he had a great game. It's about time that he stepped up and made himself known. Xavier Sorey, I
He
mean,
had a
he's a
good
ball
ball
player
game.
every game. I mean, he's somebody who we're going to really enjoy getting to watch over the next couple years. Brad Spence, Jaden Johnson, and then just everybody recorded some tackles.
Metcalf didn't impress me much today. He had that one real weird where he rode the guy out of bounds by his face mask and wouldn't
Yeah.
let it go. And so they it was
That was
give them an automatic first down, put them in much better field position. And it was like
You
a
gotta
flex
throw your
kind of deal,
ego on it,
I mean, you could tell he was like flexing on the guy, and it just made him look stupid.
Yeah,
in my book.
Metcalf got beat, and the guy was letting him know, "Hey, you just got beat," and he was like, "All right, well, I'm gonna hold your face mask then."
I'll ride you all the way to the bench.
And so Dalton Brooks for A&M, 7 total tackles, 5 solos. None of their defensive. Well, they had 2 sacks for Nick Scorton, 4 solo tackles and 2 sacks. But other than that, none of their defense single players really stood out to me.
Yeah,
it was
Scorton
just a
had
good
4 tackles for a loss too. He was in
Yeah.
our backfield disrupting things quite often.
Oh, that makes me think we have a good shot against LSU. The Grim Reaper of Arkansas's backfield is out for the season.
What was his name?
Micah
Hank?
Parsons. Nope, that's Dallas Cowboys. And I think of it. Oh my gosh,
Leroy Jenkins.
we do this. Harold Perkins. Harold Perkins. Oh my gosh, started
Just
looking
thought
up.
of it.
Harold Perkins Jr. Yeah, he
know he had an old
unfortunately
man
he's
name.
out for the season. I think he broke his ACL. So
He broke his
Yeah,
ACL. That's a weird thing to break.
or tore his something. I don't know.
Yeah, you could
But
tear it.
I hate to hear that, but that's good for
Yeah,
us.
I bet.
Yeah.
All right, enough with this game.
Okay. Yeah.
Here's my final thoughts on this game was I felt like, again, opposite of Trey, and again, shout out to Trey Biddy. He's the pro here. We're the fans here. We like Trey's show, and most of the time I agree with stuff. But
Yeah.
this is an opinion thing. He watched the game. He felt like we were the worst team, and we were lucky to still be in it at the end. I felt like we were the better team, and we gave it away like we did at Oklahoma State. This game's behind us. Here's the thing. At this point on our predictions, I had us at 4-1.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
I picked us to go 8-4. At this point, I had us 4-1.
I had us 5-0.
You had us 5-0.
Yeah.
And you picked us to go 8-4 too.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. We're 3-2.
Yeah. Not happening.
So 8-4, and of that, I had us 4-1. So we're a win behind, and getting to 8-4, I had us shockingly beating Ole Miss
In Texas.
and Texas.
I think we beat Ole Miss. I think I might have had us wrote down as a loss too. But they just lost to Kentucky today.
Here's the thing. At this point, if we were to do our picks right now, I don't think I could get us comfortably past 5 wins. I think we're going to beat Mississippi State, and I think we're going to beat Louisiana Tech. I can see us losing to Tennessee. I think LSU is going to be a toss-up. I think we could beat Ole Miss, but probably not. And I think Missouri's going to beat us. Texas, I think now is definitely a loss. So I think we're going to go more like 5-7. Best case scenario, probably 6-6. If we just kept on, if we won out the way I've got us picked, we'd go 7-5. But
I think that's
don't.
the best case, but I don't.
I mean, that was if we went 7-5.
It'd be a miracle almost.
I'd be like Sam Pittman's the coach of the year. I don't think it's going to happen. I think 5-7 is far more likely, and I think that gets Sam Pittman fired.
It 100% will.
Yeah.
You can't go 5-7 in year 5. It's not.
Here's the problem with today's game. This is year 5 under Pittman. We've got one of the best defensive coordinators in the league.
I love him. I hope to God that he does not take a head coaching job this year.
We've got one of the best offensive coordinators in the league, although I have disagreed with a lot of his play calling. I do believe in Bobby Petrino.
Yes. Hey, look, this is his first year. His first year with us,
There's
first time.
fake.
What did he go 5-7?
Yeah.
And so, like, it's not. You can't expect a. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if we took Nick Saban, Kirby Smart, and Bear Bryant all at the same time. First year is not going to be a fantastic season.
This is Mike Elko's first year at Texas A&M.
Yes.
First year.
Yes.
We're in year 5 under this regime.
That's
even
the thing,
though there's some
it's
new
Pittman,
pieces.
It's not the offensive coordinator.
Right.
He's not the head coach.
We should have been the better team, and we should have won this game. And we found another way to lose a one-possession game. I think this is the beginning of the end for Pittman. This was a must-win if we were going to have a good season.
Yeah.
Texas A&M is not that good. They're a good team. They're not great. And we needed to beat them. We've got Tennessee coming in next week.
I think they're gonna hurt our pride.
Beat us real bad. Then we've got a bye week, and then we've got LSU.
I think,
and maybe after a bye week we can jump up and shock everybody and beat LSU, and that would be great. But then, I think Ole Miss and Missouri, is going to beat us, and I don't know. I think this very well could be the beginning of the end. Hopefully not. Hopefully we are able to pull out a 7-5. But with this team playing this way, having no pass protection, unwilling to run the ball, I just don't see good things happening. And so if we fire Sam Pittman, where are we going to go from there?
Promote Travis Williams to head coach.
Hadn't heard anybody say that. Okay.
That's what I'm doing because I want to keep him really bad. I really like Travis Williams.
You think he's more important to keep than Bobby Petrino?
No. We won't put Travis Williams. I was just saying that because I don't know if we're allowed to put Bobby Petrino. I think they're going to find a way to do it. I think they'll bend the rule. Sarah Sanders, she's a Hog fan anyways, so she'll bend the law for us. I think she'll let Bobby Petrino go. He'll be the head coach. But if we don't take either one of them as the head coach, I don't know who we get because I don't like anybody who's available. I mean, who's available that you're like, oh, I'll take him?
Well, in a coaching search, you never really know who's available until they're the head coach. But
yeah,
I just, I hope it turns around. I hope Sam is able to get the ship righted this year, and finish the season worst case 6-6, and maybe win our bowl game, so we're 7-6, or hopefully 7-5.
I got us 8-5. High on the hog, baby.
Yeah, are you back?
I'm back.
Are you back?
I forgot we get a bowl game. We're going 8-5. The 8 wins is still a thing. Yeah, no, I think we'll beat LSU. Realistically, we're getting dominated by Tennessee and Texas. So, like, it's not good. I don't think we'll play them close. Missouri, I think, is going to be a loss, but I'm going to count it as a win still. Ole Miss, I do think we're going to beat. Like I said, Lane Kiffin's not played. He's not won in Fayetteville, and he just lost to Kentucky, and Kentucky sucks. So I got us losing to. We've already lost to Oklahoma State, A&M. We're going to lose to Texas. We're going to lose to Tennessee, and that's going to be it. We got 4 losses. We're going 8-4, 9-4.
So we're going 9-4.
We're having a better season.
So after today's game, you are so high on the Hogs that we're better than you predicted at the beginning of the season.
No, I think we'll go 8-5. High on Hog. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Stick with 9. Stick with 9.
I'm doing it. Look,
Larry said we're going 9.
We're going 9-4. I'm standing on business.
Going 5-7.
We're high on the Hog for a reason. Look, thank y'all. God bless. Go Hogs. Woo pig.
Jesus saves.
Oh, never mind. Sponsored by Shelter Insurance.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Brought to you by licensed in, what is it? I think we're like Tennessee. I think
Missouri.
maybe even Missouri.
Yeah, we
is that
probably
right?
can get Mississippi if we needed to.
If we needed to. You do a high enough
tell them bye.
you buy a high enough policy, we'll get licensed in Mississippi. I can tell you that.
Tell them bye.
Thank
right
y'all.
here.
God bless. Go
Later,
Hogs.
Dad.
Woo pig.